It is Friday, the 15th of November, 2024. My name is Pigeon and this is my song of the day. It's day 5 on Desert Bus Week here. The day you're hearing this, we're probably getting towards the end of the run. It usually ends Friday, Saturday, but this themed week will, of course, continue until Sunday because that's how weeks work. Anyone who says that the next week starts on a Sunday is a liar and will be first against the wall when the revolution comes. But today, we're talking about the song Go to Sleep Little Leech by the Arrogant Worms. Now, the Arrogant Worms are another Canadian band who I would not have known about if I didn't watch Loading Ready Run. Now, I actually probably first heard about them I nearly said before I watched Desert Bus because there's like a really early Loading Ready Run video where they talk to the guys from the Arrogant Worms. And they've also done like music videos for Arrogant Worms songs. They did a music video for I'm Not American. Not an official one, just like a fan one, but I think it's like one of the first things that comes up when you search the song. So I've kind of absorbed a lot of their music through osmosis of being a fan of a Canadian comedy group. Of course, I'm going to hear this Canadian comedy band. But the song we're talking about today, like I said, is Go to Sleep Little Leech, which is a song that Paul sang on Desert Bus 5. He has also sang it again on Desert Bus 6 and Desert Bus 8. I couldn't find any videos of him singing it again, although I feel like he has sung it at other times. But no, this is one I really enjoy because it's just something that pops into my head a lot when like making specific jokes with my friends. I'm not going to tell you what those jokes are until we listen to the song, of course. But yeah, it's just a fun one. It's another kind of silly one like yesterday's. So let's go listen to it now and then come back in a few minutes and talk about it. That's right, this song is about wanting your kid to shut the fuck up. Apparently, I remember Paul telling this story, maybe the first time he sang it, I don't know, one of the times he sang it, that this was about how the band is a trio, and 2 of the members had had kids, and then the third hadn't for ages, and he was like confused by kind of what they were going through with fatherhood, and then when he finally did have a baby, he wrote this song. I think that was what it was, I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of hard to find information about this band online for some reason, because they're not that well known. But anyway, so there it is. It's Go to Sleep Little Leech, like I said. The Arrogant Worms are very good at doing songs that have this like beautiful folksy sound. Like the music in this with the fiddle and everything, like it sounds like a trad song. I mean, it sounds very Irish, you know, but then the lyrics are always like this, you know, they're either really cruel or really silly or absurd, you know. It's just very, very good, very well done. It's like I was saying about One Great City at the start of the week, just like really musically lovely. And it's like, I hate Winnipeg. But this song is like written like a folk lullaby, and it's about telling your kid to shut the fuck up. It's great. So let's go through the lyrics, shall we? As a small baby, each time I cried, my mother came to me to ease my worries and calm my fears with a sweet melody. I remember hearing the sound of her voice as I screamed in my drool and my pee. She'd slug back some whiskey, light up a smoke, and gently sing to me. So, you know, the first little bit here, you know, ease my worries, calm my fears with a sweet melody, sounds like a setup for a really sweet song. And then I remember hearing the sound of her voice as I screamed in my drool and my pee. Immediately brings you into the funny part of it. And then she'd slug back some whiskey, light up a smoke, and gently sing to me. Like slugging back whiskey, lighting up a smoke, not gentle actions at all, and then gently sing to me. And the chorus is, go to sleep, little leech, you sucked mama dry, made her more crazy with every cry. Why weren't we more careful that night on the beach? Go to sleep, little leech. So just such cruel lyrics, right? You've sucked mama dry. You've sucked mama dry as in like breastfeeding, I would assume. Made her more crazy with every cry. Why weren't we more careful that night on the beach? A very funny lyric, implying immediately that the kid was an accident, right? And then go to sleep, little leech. I mean, just calling him a leech is so cruel in and of itself. And then I grew into a terrible teen and ate all of my parents' food, stole all their liquor, broke their antiques, wore stupid clothes, and was rude. One night I drove the car home covered in vomit and missing a door, but my dad didn't yell, he just smiled and he said, son, you don't live here no more. So, you know, talking about becoming a teenager, doing all the things that teenagers do, like getting drunk, eating all of your parents' food, breaking things, wore stupid clothes and was rude. Like, it's such a stereotypical look at teenagers, right? And then he talks about coming home drunk and like with the wrecked car and everything, and the dad just smiling and saying, son, you don't live here no more. It feels like he's looking for an excuse to kick him out, and this is the one, and that's why he smiles. And then the chorus, go to sleep, little leech, you've sucked us bone dry, stolen our money and will to survive, but you're old enough to kick out on the street. Go to sleep, little leech. Yep. So it turns from you've sucked mama dry to you've sucked us bone dry, changing it from like breastfeeding to like you've taken all of our resources, right? Stolen our money and will to survive. oof, you're old enough to kick out on the street. Like, you're a teenager, you can survive on your own, right? The last bit, now I'm a father with my own child who screams and screams and screams. He screams and screams and screams and screams and screams and screams and screams. It's so funny, immediately turning it back on him. I'm up at 11, at 2, and 4, and all I can do is yell, "Why?" And I swear that I hear my mom laughing at me as I sing that lullaby. So, yeah, it's this turn at the end of him being like, I was such a little shit when I was a kid, and now I have my own little kid, and he's a little shit, and I get it now. I get why my mom was a shit to me. It's so, just that... It's so funny to me. There's several times in this song where they don't end the line where you think they're going to, or they subvert a rhyme. But just the who screams and screams and screams, he screams and 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 screams is so funny to me. Just repeating it over and over and over and over and over. We get it, he screams. And then, yeah, I swear that I hear my mom laughing at me as I sing that lullaby. The irony, right? He's like, oh, I get it now. And then we get the final chorus, which is the part that pops into my head. Go to sleep, little Leech, you're driving me mad. Sometimes I dream that I'm not your real dad. It's 5 in the morning, I work in the day. Go to sleep, little Leech, or get sold on eBay. Go to sleep, little Leech. Everyone tells me you're an angel, but I know you're from hell. How else could 9 pounds 6 ounces make such a screech? Go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep, you little creep. I beseech ye, little Leechy, go to sleep, please. Yeah, so again, just so hilariously cruel. Sometimes I dream that I'm not your real dad. That's worse, I think, than like, I wish we had never had you. Like, I wish I wasn't your real dad so I didn't have to associate with you. So mean. And then, yeah, I have to work in the day, go to sleep, little Leech, or get sold on eBay. Oh my god. And then, yeah, everyone tells me you're an angel, but I know you're from hell. Classic. How else could 9 pounds 6 ounces, very specific measurement, make such a screech? How could you be so loud if you weren't a demon? Go to sleep, you little creep. It's so good. It's just such a silly, like, indictment of people who complain about their kids in a way. Because it's like, you were like that once. But the lesson he learns isn't like, oh, I should be more forgiving of my parents. It's, oh, I get why my parents were assholes. Very funny to me. Very much enjoy it. I know it's not that entertaining, I guess, for someone to just explain a joke at you for 10 minutes, but oh well. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Please go to desertbus.org to support the charity fundraiser. They're coming into their last day, like I said. And until tomorrow, thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think. Tell other people about this show. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.